Hello and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons on Overdrive Theatre. My name is Neil and I will be your Dungeon Master for this evening. Joining me are Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm playing Milo the Halfling Rogue.
We also have Nick.
Hello, I'm Nicholas. I'm playing Banther Snipe, the Wood Elf Ranger.
We have James.
Hello, playing a Forge Cleric Martian, eating a polo.
And we have Chantelle.
Hello, I'm Chantelle and I'm playing the Wood Elf Bard, Sariel.
Last time, you all died. You found yourselves in a house in a place called Elsewhere. There were two other people there. There was somebody who goes by the name of Auntie and a boy called William. You had died after battle ending in fireballs, things of death, and disintegration rays, which kind of killed you and your dog, which you were reunited with last time. Fenton turned up as you went out into the fields, and in order to fly kites with the boy William, Fenton turned up. You also discovered that there are boundaries to this place you find yourself in, as Sariel the Bard found out as she tried to push her hand beyond the veil. It disappeared. And then she tried to push her face beyond the veil. It too disappeared. She felt very nauseous, and when eventually recovered by the rest of the party, she sat up and threw up, because that's what happens when things go a little bit wrong, a little bit spoopy. It was also revealed that things are not quite as they seem, as you saw a steam engine trundle past. Now, for the players, the steam engine was in LNER colours, which is London North East Railways. That is red and gold. For the characters and for the party, you have no idea what that means because you've never seen anything like it before. Could be
Are we in London?
Could be a dwarven contraption. Could be some sort of strange mechanized being. Could be a golem for all you know. So you went back to the house and realized that actually maybe you aren't trapped here. Maybe this is a puzzle. Now the question is, as Auntie lays up hot chocolate and cake on the table in front of you.
Brownie.
So what?
Oh, I love that brownie.
Brownies was it?
Brownies!
Brownies. She had some cookies, and then we made brownies, and then we had stuff and things.
There's a lot of confectionery. If one thing is absolutely crystal clear, Auntie loves to cook.
She loved the cake.
She loved cake. So she's been plying the party with cakes and confectionery and ciders and all manner of goods. Have you guys worked out the puzzle? Or,
No, Chantelle said stab her in the face.
I did.
What?
That's absolutely what I said. Stab her in the face, smear her blood all over the floor, and I'm sure we'll get out of here.
Go on then.
Sounds like something I would do.
Alignment shift.
She's going to bake the kid.
Hansel and Gretel style.
She's just fattening us up.
She's fattening up to the murder.
I mean, the dwarf doesn't need fattening up.
I have an inkling that we're not in our suspected timeline from a few things I've gone back and looked at, but I haven't looked at a lot because, I work full time.
We've
dead. Quantum leapt.
Yeah, we're not in the timeline we're familiar with.
We're dead.
I don't think we're dead. I think we time travelled.
We're dead.
So James, Varsin Kadelson the dwarf.
Cleric.
Dwarven cleric. I mean, James, the contrarian, believes you are dead, Chantelle.
I do not believe we are dead.
Okay, Chantelle doesn't believe you're dead. But the rest of the party has voices, and are you going to voice your opinions on the matter?
It's nice here. We should just stay here.
Turn to Fenton and go, "What do you want, boy? What do you want, boy? What do you want, boy?"
Yeah, where is Fenton?
I mean, Fenton's never steered us wrong before.
What?
Yep.
Fenton's somewhere. Oh, yeah.
Fenton's drowning himself in the river.
So it's just like,
Not Fenton.
There we go, Fenton's. Fenton's around. You found Fenton last time because being a dog and taking a fireball to the face is, well, I mean, he doesn't have lots of hit points. So, yeah, he went down as well.
I think we're in the future. A dead future.
That is like...
That's appeasing everybody.
So you think you're in the future and you are dead, but this is the dead version of
I think
your
we're more in the
future?
future than we are dead. But, I mean, if you're dead, aren't you? You can't be sort of half dead.
You don't take a disintegration rate to the chest and be like, nah, it's
Could be magic.
stuff this timeline.
The crystal in the room might have preserved our souls.
There's an illusion going on there. The fact
It's
that William's
all
here
an
too.
illusion. Great, so we've been roofied.
Yeah,
An illusion or an allusion?
an illusion.
Okay.
All
It wasn't love.
imagination.
It wasn't love. It was just a perfect illusion. We're not dead.
Baby,
Dead.
don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Can't
much.
be dead.
What is love?
Dead.
Dead.
Everybody is dead, Dave.
When we get out
Everybody
of
is
it, you're
dead.
going to be really dead.
So,
I'm going to
Alex,
stick my loot up your bum.
I'm just eating biscuits, enjoying the conversation.
So,
The dog is
wait.
like,
They're like real biscuits.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that to me, the GM?
Yeah.
Are you offering physical violence with a musical instrument?
No, I'm offering physical violence with a musical instrument to my darling husband. It's fine.
Okay. I was going to say that's probably not the safest thing to say to the GM.
No, I was talking to the cleric sitting behind me.
We need to pinch Madam's arm and see if she reacts to it.
I mean, I've already stabbed myself in the hand. It hurt.
You did
Yeah.
stab yourself in the hand under the table with a fork, and you did bleed, and you did take damage, and it did hurt. Yeah, that was a thing you did. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, whether it's a dessert fork or a salad fork, it's still gonna hurt.
I'm going to start off like really basic and maybe just ask Auntie what year it is.
It is now, and we are here.
Auntie, what
We're
year
dead.
is it?
Did I answer for you, Neil?
Yeah, because that's exactly what you asked the first time we met her, and she said the same thing.
I didn't ask her what year it was. I asked
Yes,
her
you
where
did.
we were.
No, you didn't.
I don't remember asking what year it was.
It was asked.
Okay.
What did the GM say?
What did
So-
the fox say?
You're sat around the table and you're having your brownies and you're having your hot chocolate or whatever. And a Java update is apparently available. Go away, Java.
It just pops up in all of our vision. Oh, hey, Java,
Yeah.
who are you?
Who are you? It's something Auntie has baked. Hot lava
Java.
Java.
We're definitely in the future. Confirmed.
Pop Java lover? Java.
I mean, Risk is the future. No? Good, just me then.
Just
I like Risk Architecture.
Risk is the future. I know where an entire Risk network is if you want one.
No thanks.
Cool. That's what they said. So you're asking Auntie if you are... Oh, what year it is.
Yeah.
She looks at you and she sort of has this faraway look in her eye and she says, "It's this year." "Yes, I believe it is this year." "Certainly. Not last year. That's gone. And next year hasn't happened yet. So, yes, it is definitely this year."
I'm literally taking her and I'm pushing her through the barrier. It will make me feel better if nothing else.
Are you going to grab her arm and try and...
Of course I'm
Don't
not.
forget, she's like
Do
7
that.
foot tall.
Yeah, she's huge.
She's a tall lady.
Excuse me a moment, Auntie. I just need to test something for the bard because she's far too polite to do this, and I'm literally just going to prod her arm.
You're going to poke her in the arm.
Just like, but
Okay, this is the first time you've actually ever touched anyone.
I touch people.
you-
Say that.
Okay, you take your finger. Yep. And you poke her, just prod her gently in the arm. You feel very strange. Roll a constitution check for me, please.
Nah, do declare I've never been touched by a strong young man like you before.
22.
Okay, yeah, you suddenly feel very dizzy, very uncomfortable. You feel an intense sense of dread.
Is this similar to any feeling I have before of certain creatures of the extra, planar type? Who whispered in my ear, maybe?
I mean, are you saying that out loud, or are you musing it in the comfort of your own skull brain box?
Yes.
Yes, there were two options, and you just said yes.
No, I'm not. It's in my head.
Okay.
So the DM can hear me.
That's in your head.
Ziggy, can you hear me?
Ziggy, can you hear me? I'm sorry, Al. You're on your own on this one.
Thanks.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So are you asking me if there's a similarity in feeling?
Yes. Seeing as I was the only one out of the party who did get within poking distance of said personifications of,
Are you referring to the Snow Queen that you spoke to before?
Yeah.
The Lady of the North, the White Witch.
The personification of winter.
Yes. As you poke her arm, gently, just prod it, it doesn't move. The flesh itself doesn't move. It's not spongy at all. It's kind of like pushing against rock or something completely immovable. And when you make contact with her skin, you get this huge, overwhelming sense of insignificance. You are very much, very, very tiny against this person in front of you. She pulls her arm away gently and says, "Oh my, you probably shouldn't do that. I don't know what will happen."
Well, luckily nothing.
She just heads off back into the kitchen and makes herself busy.
Can I use this opportunity to go upstairs?
You're going to go upstairs, are you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm going to steal all your stuff.
Okay. I'm going to say in future we might not have battle maps like this because it slows things down a little bit. So we'll only have them for battle maps and puzzles and stuff. So we're just kind of playing with the map system at the moment.
What he's not alluding to, people, is the fact we are a bunch of munchkins.
Did Charlie give us anything?
You do get very confused. So hang on a second. So Milo Silentfoot, the rogue. Alex,
He didn't say thief.
you're heading upstairs.
Yes, please.
Okay. You get to the bottom of the stairs and you start heading upstairs. You were with Sariel, you were with Chantelle as you as she tried to climb over the stile next to the railway tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw what happened with her.
A similar thing.
Okay, how are you just walking upstairs casually?
Well, I was going to walk out with my hands out in front of me. You know how it is.
With your hands out in front of you like a zombie, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you know.
Cue the stick waving.
All right. Yeah, you start walking up the stairs with your hands out in front of you, and as you do, you feel an intense tingling, almost a burning sensation in your fingertips.
Is this the
everything
GM's way of
just starts
saying I
disappearing.
haven't mapped upstairs to stop looking around the house?
This is the GM's way of saying there's a puzzle, you got to solve it, boys.
I'm gonna go around the table and touch very gently, just gently touch the back of William's hand to see if we get the same effect.
Okay, hold on a second. Alex, are you doing anything more?
Well, I'm not going to push in there if I've got the same feeling as when I hit the barrier.
Okay, you stop for a moment and look at your hand, and it is translucent. The fingertips are completely missing, and as you pull your arm back, you can slowly see things reforming inside your hand. It is most disturbing.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you roll a constitution, but yeah. Chantelle, so you said you wanted to go and walk round next to William?
Yeah, I want to try not to spook him. I just want to very gently, touch the back. Not prod, I just want to very gently touch the back of his hand. I don't want to scare the poor child.
His hand? Okay, you reach down to touch his hand. Give me a second. Gonna see what happens when you do the thing that is... where's my dice? Oh, I put it on the table. Yeah. He sees you go to touch the back of his hand and he just pulls away as a child would. Just looks at you and steps slightly closer to Banther.
I don't want to hurt you,
He
William.
likes you, Nick.
Well, I mean, Nick did fix his kite
He did.
and then help him fly said kite. So
I'm just going to say to him, I'm not going to try again, but I'm just going to say I wouldn't hurt you. And then I'll walk back around the other side.
all right, sure. So you go back to the other side of the table. Great, excellent, brilliant.
Head, please.
Hint, please.
We're dead.
What,
You are.
did Charlie give us anything?
Did
You know
Charlie?
when we went through the pool, did he? Because we gave him the little ice pendant thing.
We've got a box.
We got what's in the box?
The key.
A key.
Is there a door around there? Could be
It's
a
a
door.
wind-up key. It's a key for winding something.
Can I look to see if there's any clocks on the walls?
Can
Any
you see?
grandfather clocks or anything like that? I don't see anything on the map.
I mean, okay. Roll.
Does Auntie Ginger have any fish on her? You know.
Roll perception, if
10.
you would. 10. You're sat at the table next to William, and you are just sort of sat there going, clocks, grandfather clocks. Sat directly opposite in the corner of the room, next to the two little toys, is a grandfather clock.
I have a question to the GM.
Uh-huh.
One of my dreams, I saw a mirror, and behind the mirror was a woman and a child. Do I recognize them? Is it Ginger and William?
Do you recognize the woman and the child? Is it? I'm going to make you roll intelligence because it was a while ago and it was a dream.
Well, I got one. I can re-roll one, so can I?
Yes. You can roll it once. Yeah, because it's the equivalent of luck, isn't it?
Halfling luck, isn't it?
Yeah, equivalent of luck from frickin' Cybernet.
Got 19.
19. Dreams are hazy, generally designed to be forgotten. It's a movement of memories and general defragmenting of the brain, but you spend some time and you try to search your memories. It does seem very similar, extraordinarily similar. Yeah.
Are there any mirrors in this room?
Any mirrors in this room? Are you looking around?
Yes, please.
All right.
So you were looking at them through the glass?
Do you not know how much time has
passed? All I know is it feels like forever. But, forever feels like home when you're sitting all alone inside your head.
Yes, I too love Pantera.
Stone sour, but close enough.
Good. You're looking around. What are you specifically looking for?
A mirror.
Yeah, like a square.
Or something of similar to what I saw in my dream. Like the exact opposite.
Like
black
a
rectangular ones in the wall, yeah?
like a dressing, like a dressing mirror. You would have in a dressing room.
Anything that resembles what I saw in my dream.
No, you don't see that here.
Something reflective, though, like the face of a clock would be reflective.
How is the face of a clock reflective?
They've
Is that
generally
a-
got glass on them,
A
dude. You see your
spoon?
reflection in them.
Spoon cousin? Why?
spoon. But the glass and the clock is reflective. I see. Okay,
Yes,
cool.
sorry. I should
So
have
saying
been much more
what-
specific.
Water
I was
is
thinking-
also reflective.
It is.
Water is reflective. The film on your eye is reflective.
Yeah, and if you've got like one of them really cool cameras, if you are across the street looking through one of the CCTV cameras, if you say zoom in and enhance enough, you can see a reflection in that.
Oh, hang on a sec.
Can I go over to the grandfather clock?
This makes some great television.
What are you doing?
I don't know,
Take
ball
a
like near his
picture
Trying
as
to,
well.
feet.
trying to get the spider of my chair back so I can activate the foot pedal. I mean, like that zoom and enhance.
Yes, because every CCTV camera is equipped with one of those lenses and a sensor to go with it.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is only 200mm. It's not even that zoomy.
That's what she said. Anyway, Nick's going over to the clock.
Okay, cool. Nick's going over to the clock. Good.
Sorry, Banther.
Banther
hello,
walks over to the clock, the Wood Elf Ranger. And yeah, it's a grandpa of the clock. It is fairly tall because you are fairly short. And it is very much a clock. It looks like, now don't quote me on this, but a grandfather clock.
I know what
So
they
it's
look
got like a beard and a walking stick.
It's very old and has children, which is, I believe, what you need to be a grandfather. Oh, and by the way, it's also a clock. No, it's made of wood. It's got a dial on the front. It's got hands. It's got
Face, talk to a pizza.
It's got a pendant and a couple of weights on the inside. And the weights, if you've never seen a grandfather clock, are used to move the mechanism.
Is it running? Is the pendant swinging and is it counting time?
So you're investigating, are you?
Yes, I would like to investigate the grandfather clock. Preferably open the door.
I would say it's stationary rather than running, but you know.
Ho ho ho!
Ta-da.
Everyone pauses for a minute and they're just like...
Good. So you're over at the grandfather clock. Okay, please. Can
Is
you
that just
roll?
a perception or was that like a search or something?
There's an investigation
Investigation
check.
check.
Oh yeah,
Investigation
it's just
check.
there.
Yeah, because it is a mechanism.
11.
Okay, so you look over this thing and you look over the clock itself. I mean, it could be running. It could also not be running. You're not that familiar with the inner workings of a timepiece.
I'm going to ask him what he's looking for. It's like, Bamford, what are you looking at?
In my head, the problem is,
In my head, they are fighting.
obviously I know how a
Zombie.
clock works. I used to work on my granddad's clock all the time. Clock, I said. Jesus, get out of your dirty head.
Oh, we were still thinking about zombie.
Yeah.
But just thinking about it in my head that a grandfather clock doesn't have a wind up at all. It's just pendant weights.
Pendant weights. Your character might not necessarily know that,
No.
so there might be another character in the party that is, I don't know.
I'm just going to say I want to see if this is working. I'm going to say it out loud, just in general. I'm going to reply back to... hang on, I need the name.
Lady McLadyface.
Lady Sariel. Should have known that. And say, I'm just seeing if it's working.
Well, she's in the kitchen.
Doesn't she just say what you're looking at?
No, he's answering me. Aren't you answering me?
Yeah, I'm replying to Sariel, Chantelle. Because you just said to me,
What are you looking
for?
at? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, I want to see if it's working.
Okay, I'll come over and see if I can see whether the clock is working.
Okay. You go over and take a look at the grandfather clock. At this point, the rest of the party sees Sariel and Banther standing next to this grandfather clock, and they are poking it and prodding it. You want to roll and investigate? Please investigate the clock
22.
to the time zone.
22.
All right, 22. To the best of your ability, and to the best of your knowledge, no, this clock does not seem to be running.
Nah, mate, it's balked.
Just referring back to my mirror thing. Do I recognise the room or where I would have been looking at from that perspective?
No, it was a field that you were in.
Well,
Good.
that's all I got. Yeah. When Ginger and William are not in earshot, I will tell the others that I've seen them before, but I don't know why.
Sorry, you're going over to the clock as well? And just having a little chat.
All right, fine, I'll whisper it to them. I'll make it seem really inconspicuous of what we're doing. I did say I was going to wait for Ginger and William to be out of earshot. And then
William
I was
doesn't
going
really move, he just sits at the table and...
to take Nick with him everywhere.
Yeah, basically.
Right, I will let this corner of people know that I've definitely seen Ginger or a woman and child before that look like these two in a past room. All I remember is it was in a field. These two are familiar, and that's all I got.
So the field, I was doing shrooms, it was great.
Oh, it's a brilliant trip.
Field similar to the one where we were flying the kite with William?
just a field.
That's just a field. Nothing spectacular about it.
Are you're talking amongst each other, amongst yourselves.
Yeah. But that's all I got.
Oh, tell me about your Faja.
Oh, my Faja. Oh, I like
He likes
gold.
gold.
Love gold. I'm just gonna go and get a cup of coffee from the kitchen.
You're literally going to go to the kitchen and get a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
You're not-
well, no.
Okay. Yeah, you're not going to investigate the clock with everyone else?
Well, it's pretty full over there.
Told you,
Yeah.
mates, it's balked.
Does the clock cabinet? It has a door, doesn't it? That you can open to see the fascia and the movement.
Yes.
Can I open it?
You're opening the body.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
the main.
You
compartment
open
there.
it. Okay. So yes, you open it. You see a pendulum, but there are no weights. It is just an area for the pendulum to swing.
Can I push the pendulum to the side and let it swing?
Okay. Roll a
As in-
strength. Roll a strength check.
Strength.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's made out of granite.
Come on, big strong ranger.
5.
Wow.
You botch. Break your finger.
The rolls have been low today.
Okay, so yeah, so you reach out to the pendulum, you try to move it. It's surprisingly heavy. Like really heavy. Like you're not expecting how heavy this is, and you give it a push and it doesn't seem to do anything. It doesn't seem to move.
What time is it on the clock?
Hmm?
What time is it on the clock?
Oh, it's about 2 minutes to midnight.
2 minutes to midnight, but it's bright outside.
I think the question was invalid.
Oh, because 2 minutes to midnight.
It's
Yeah.
a song. Yeah.
I don't get references like that.
That's an Iron Maiden song.
Yes. I'm say
I've
it's a
never
maiden
listened to
song.
Iron Maiden in my life.
Right, so the ranger's dead to us all now, and so what are we doing?
Sorry, this key.
Uh-huh.
It's a wind-up key.
Did
Did anybody say that?
Are you asking?
Who's got it?
Are you asking Varson?
Does Varson have the key?
I believe Varson
Yeah.
had the key.
Can I go over to Varson and please and ask Varson, may I
Yeah.
look at the key, please?
Yeah.
Well, hold on a second, because
Yeah.
Varson is getting a cup of Joe from the
Wow.
kitchen.
He's multitask.
I can multitask.
All right.
Currently in the
So,
process of multitasking and asking Ginger which personification of which planar force she is then.
so you're just straight up asking her.
I've
Which
met
one she
Death
is.
and I've met the personification of a season. Yes, I'm straight up asking her. I follow a god. Deities. It's all
Mhm.
good.
So you're
I'm not
going
gonna be
into-
like, oh, it's got cooties because it's some sort of dimensional being.
Okay. You go into the kitchen for coffee and to ask her. She takes a mug and a ladle and ladles in some coffee
Thank
into the mug. It is pumpkin spice latte.
Of course it is.
Of
I will
course
still
it
thank
is.
her very nice because, politeness. Manners. Manners matter.
And you ask her which personification of what she is, and she says, "Oh, personification. It's a strange word. Have I heard it before? I don't know if I have. But then, I don't know. Does that mean I am here, and that means me as in this body? I am Ginger. Yes, I think that is my name." As you hold
Fair
a
enough.
warm cup of pumpkin spice latte.
She's totally the personification of autumn.
Jesus, I wondered how long it was going to take. With the pumpkin spice latte, the warm cider,
No, it wasn't even that.
the leaves,
No.
A name.
Yeah.
ginger.
I've just clicked Ginger. Yeah.
Red. So hang on a minute. I will roll.
Please.
Yeah, 17.
17 without a purpose or direction.
Just to kind of twig and be like, okay.
She genuinely might not no. Because
No?
she
Yes?
isn't used to this form. So-
That's fine.
Okay, so as you stand in front of her and the little
Or
cogs
for
in your
anybody
head,
who isn't in the UK, fall.
fall, yeah, autumn or fall. I think people will genuinely know
I know.
what that is. You've met the personification of Winter, and
Winter.
she seemed very sharp, very on the ball, very powerful,
Very
and
cold.
very cold. This is a different personification. She seems a little bit not too with it, but she seems warm and caring, and she seems like she genuinely wants you to be well, be okay.
Be well, John Spartan.
Be well, John Spartan. So yes, she seems quite lovely, but just not really with it.
Oh, I can't wait to meet Spring then.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, don't worry about that. Anywho,
Right. Now how do we get out?
Sorry, who was? Somebody was saying that they wanted to talk to
Banther
Varson.
comes
Yeah.
in and I will hand him. I'll be like, yeah, sure. Dig out the key and I'll hand it to him.
Oh, you're just saying, okay. So you just you hand him the box that the key was in.
Yep.
Okay. So Banther, Nick, Varson hands you a box with a key inside it.
I want to open it and inspect the key.
You open the box, inspect the key. It is a key that you would use to wind clockwork.
So it says in my notes, small key, winding clockwork.
Very much so.
I shall put it back in the box and give it back to him. I'll say thank you.
All right. Banther hands you back the box with the key. It says thank you and
Oh, and head back to the grandfather clock.
walks over to the grandfather
Oh,
clock.
but also, can I also say, do you know the little between the two green sofas and down by the fire? What are those on the floor? Like chests, like trunks
Yes,
or whatever you want
yes,
to call
they
them.
They have
are.
already been rifled through.
Okay.
They were,
Thoroughly.
uh-huh.
The episode where you were not here, Chantelle, did a little digging and found cloths
Nothing.
and rugs
And
and
faces and stuff.
a whole lot of bugger all.
And also to the
Yes.
northwest,
Uh-huh.
and near the top left, the grey thing. Is that a sundial? I don't know if I've seen it or not. From
The grey
distance
thing
of the
outside?
fire. Yeah.
Yes, sundial.
Okay.
That was when James went outside and chopped wood and things.
Yep.
So he
I
chopped
could have
some
told
wood.
you that was a sundial, but
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the clock.
You go back to the clock. It's still a clock.
Would I know what? I would know what a clock key is, wouldn't I? Like a wind-up key. Would I?
Would
Would
you?
I have any perception of what it actually does?
Yeah.
Can I look around the fascia of the clock then to see, or can I just have a see there's anywhere that this key could go?
Yeah, please roll and
while
investigate.
they're doing that, I'm just going to have discussions with Ginger about like pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie or something. You know, just
pumpkin
food stuff,
pie.
you know. Just
20 non-natural.
So pumpkin pie is favored in North America, North USA, and sweet potato pie is favored in Southern USA.
it's all good.
Yeah, and the original recipe came from England. So good. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. This won't come to anything, but I'm just going to investigate because it's a clock key.
Okay,
Wind
so
up key and a clock.
you look around the face of the clock itself. There are 2 holes either side of the center spindle, and there does indeed appear to be a mechanism for winding the clock mechanism.
Good. Right.
One side you figure may change the time, and the other side may be used for winding the clock.
I'm going to head back to
That
Darcy
key back.
and request the key back, please.
So the ranger takes the key, looks at it, hands it back to you, walks away. A few minutes later, walks back and says, "I'd like the key, please." Okay, cool.
Yeah, whatever. There you go.
Good. I'm going to grab this key.
Okay, you take the box and the key, and you are now a proud owner of a key and a box.
I am now going to head back to the clock.
Please head back to the clock.
And put it in the winder.
Okay.
The key in the winder.
Ginger, this cup is empty.
Counterclockwise. No, clockwise, isn't it? Yeah. To advance.
So you unlatch the front of the clock where the glass is, and you open that door, and you take the key and you go to insert it into the clock face. Ginger is now standing behind you. You, Varson, did not see her move. It's just as if you had a twitch of the eye, just a momentary lapse of concentration. She is not there. She's not in the kitchen. She's gone. She's now standing behind you, Banther.
Interesting. I'll wander into the same bit with me cup.
Okay. As you go to insert the key into the clock, Ginger says, "Oh my, please, before you do that, perhaps you should ask William if he would like to go."
I'm going to reply to her, so go where?
Go west! Sorry.
It's all the hits tonight. And the worst thing is,
what?
I made this tea with a biodegradable tea bag, and it's split because they're useless. So I've got some. At some point, I'm going to be drinking tea leaves.
Can you hear that? Very tiny violin.
Very sad song.
Wow.
I was going to make a tiny violin once, just for those moments. Sorry, Nick, you were saying.
She said to me, "Would you like to ask William if he would like to go where?"
I thought we were just going to take him anyway.
No, if he would like to go, to leave.
Ah.
So she's not stopping you playing with the clock then?
William should come with us. He shouldn't be here.
It's up to him.
It is up to him.
William has his own mind.
Varson,
to be fair, he's only going to respond to Nick.
Varson, can you roll an intelligence check for me, please? See how high you get on that one. Dwarf. Old boy, old chum, old bean, roll your intelligence.
It's on the floor, hang on a minute.
Your
19.
intelligence is 19.
Yeah, I dropped my other dice. Luckily, I've got a pile of d20s. It's like, oh, that'll do.
As the ranger's struggling with the concept of going places, you have a feeling that perhaps William himself is a personification. If Ginger is, and you know the party isn't, and as you say, you've dealt with and seen other personifications before.
Hey there, how you doing?
Perhaps William is himself.
Maybe he's spring, because he hasn't grown yet.
Is that where spring chicken came from?
I mean, I haven't seen any chickens. I'm disappointed.
Not chicken.
Not chicken. All right, I'll turn to William and say, which one are you then?
He's at the table. He's just sort of got a piece of paper and some crayons and just like sketching away.
What's he drawing?
You're looking at what he's drawing?
Mm.
He's just written, can't run, can't run.
Yeah, I was going to say, can't run. Right, I'm going to go hide in the cupboard, bye!
Okay, so it's just a little sketch. It's a sketch of a field with a tree, and there's a little stick person and another stick person, and what looks like a stick dog and a kite.
Right.
There's a stick dwarf with a knife sticking out of it. It's like, no.
He's literally only going to respond to Banther.
Do the personification of wind. That's what he likes for kites.
Or joy, or anything like that. Or love. I'll just tell Banther, you're going to have to ask him. He's not going to talk to anybody else.
What do I ask him?
What you drawing,
Ask him if
little
he wants
buddy?
to come with us.
He wants to come us into our realm.
Wherever the
live?
clock takes us.
You want to live?
Does he want to stay here with Ginger, or does he want to go with you?
I mean,
Are you dropships on
so-
fire?
in my head, I just want to turn the key, but I don't think that's right.
For Ryan's belt. Okay, right. Are you having this conversation openly?
Yeah. Not about turning the key, but about I don't know what to ask him. Like I seriously don't know what to ask him.
I'll
They
respond
want to
with
come
that.
with. He wants to come with us, or Do we want to ask him? Do he want to come with us? But where? Where are we now? I know we're dead, but why are we seeing spring now? You know, what am I trying to say?
We don't know he's spring.
Yeah, we don't know it's spring.
Right.
Right.
We've
Yeah,
met
I'm going
winter and autumn
to
so
say
far.
my concerns out loud.
You're
As in,
saying it out
I
loud.
am now.
The rest of us will just like.
Well, the
Okay.
key is obviously going to take us somewhere.
Yes.
William should have the choice of whether he comes or not. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, that was
Ask-
it. That was it. Do
Ask
you
him
want to
if he
come with
wants
us?
to come with us.
I'm
And he's
gonna head
probably
to William
only
then.
going to respond to you.
Okay, so the important thing is, are you discussing this now as a party in front of Ginger?
Well, I would
It
have
looks
said
like
everything
it.
I just said out loud. Yes,
Yeah.
So you are saying this out loud.
I am saying
Okay.
this out loud.
Good. Give me a second. As you're discussing this as a party, William is not really reacting. He's just colouring away. Ginger, on the other hand, is, well, in amongst you. So she's hearing all of this back and forth, and she says, I don't think you understand. Without William, there is nowhere to go.
William life.
Mm.
William is the opposite of death.
Spring is new beginnings, though. If we're still going on the season thing, but
I'm going to go up to William then. I think I already know what I want to ask him.
Okay. You go over to William.
You're going to hand him some adoption papers.
Please ask him. Ask him, what are you asking him?
I'm going to say, hi William, what are you drawing? He's a kid. You need to
Okay.
do stuff like that. But you're like, do you want to go?
He turns the paper and he shows you, and it's a little stick person and a bigger stick person and a stick dog and a kite and a field with a tree.
The dwarf.
Oh, that's nice, William. Was that us out in the field earlier?
He just looks at you.
Okay, right. Okay, here we go, lads.
Here we go, lads.
Here we go, lads. William, we're about to go somewhere. Somewhere new. Would you like to come with us?
He just looks at you.
He just looks at me.
Just looks at you. Yeah. He's not malicious or angry or upset or happy or anything. He just looks.
Hang on, my brain is now computing this information.
Okay, good.
maybe try a different tact.
I'm going to offer my hand. Let's see if he takes it.
You hold out your hand. He just looks at it.
I'm going to say, do you want to take my hand and go over and look at the grandfather clock?
He looks at the clock and looks at you.
No emotion?
None.
Not like he's even triggered by it.
None. Nope.
Try something different. Try explaining to him that we need his help to go home. Try that way.
Yeah. So I just got to think about what I want to say.
I don't think he wants to help us, Chan.
No, but
I
you
don't
might
think
want to
that's
help
the approach.
Nick.
William,
He's
I need
attached
your
to him.
help with something. I need to go somewhere, and I need your help travel.
Hang on a second.
Why does me got to make all these hard decisions?
Okay, so you say that, and there is a change in the boy. He seems to understand what you're saying. He does now seem sad. It seems like you've just told him that playtime is over, and you know he needs to go back to school or whatever. And he looks at his drawing and he looks at you.
Banther's not real.
And he stands up from the table. And he looks at Ginger. And Ginger says, "You'll be okay. You can come back. I'll be here if you need me." And yeah, he seems genuinely upset, but he understands that you have somewhere to be.
Shall I give him a hug to sort of console him?
I mean, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to
He's-
attempt that.
Okay. You kneel down and yeah, you give him a hug. Can you roll a Constitution for me?
Sure, I can, buddy.
I was waiting for that.
I love that James was like, "Yeah, go on."
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Your nose goes and your arms fall off.
Okay, so you reach down and you put your arms around the boy before he can sort of duck out of it. And as you make contact, you are not expecting this. You see everything that could possibly go on to be seen happening in Rália right now. You see the entire continent from space, from the ground, from every possible and conceivable angle. You see everyone's hopes, fears, and dreams. You see every kind act, every malicious act, everything that has ever gone on, and will go on the continent. You see tragedy, you see joy, you see everything. And
Do I see the lorry numbers for Wednesday, though?
As you let go and stagger backwards, you don't even feel yourself hit the wall behind as you slump down. You avoid throwing up everything that you have eaten since you've been here, but oh my god, you were certainly not prepared.
You sign that off with, I am just a horse. No, just me? Okay.
Just you, apparently.
What?
It was Bravest Warriors.
It was Bravest Warriors.
I've watched like 2 episodes of that.
It's Beth's horse. He's paralyzed because he saw everything.
Oh, yeah. I saw the...
Yeah. Bravest Warriors is great.
I saw it when she got the horse, but I didn't see the rest of it, so...
some of it's on YouTube, but I think most of it's on like Hulu, and we don't get it in the UK, so...
Hulu.
Yeah. I love Bravest Warriors, but... So what's the boy doing?
Yeah.
Crying. He's upset. Because he's not he.
He walks over to Ginger, and he just stands in front of him. You're slumped on the floor.
I'll go and pick him up.
Okay, you go and pick the...
Get up, Longshanks, come on.
Pick the ranger up. He's, he is disturbed. Nick, you are disturbed.
I'm disturbed. Well, that's about right, isn't it?
Yeah, good.
Ooh,
So yeah, that was unexpected.
Wasn't expecting that.
That's kind of how it was unexpected.
Key time!
You have a key. It's in your hand.
Just whack it in there.
You're just going to go over the clock.
Well, there are 2 slots on there. Do you know which one you're turning?
Well, Neil said there was one for setting the time and one to wind. Am I correct?
Yeah. I mean, one will just mess with the hands, and the other one will wind the clock. There's 50-50 chance of doing something.
Can I turn to Ginger and say, do I wind it?
I am the one who
Or
winds.
does William need to wind the clock? Ginger, do I need to wind the clock, or does William need to wind it?
You have the key. You can wind the mechanism.
You
I'm going to wind
have
the
the
power!
clock. Got that one.
All right.
I'm going to wind it clockwise, by the way.
Okay.
Well, you can't wind it towards the clock. What are you on about? That'll break it, wouldn't it?
So you take the key and you insert it into the clock face and you turn it. Click, click, click. And you feel the mechanism inside tense as you turn it again and again and again.
Just wind it until you hear that. Oh, found it too far.
Yeah, as the spring breaks and the world dissolves. Oh no, got a beansed it, lads.
I was right. We're there.
Hooray! Yeah, you wind it, and eventually you can't turn
You wind
the key
it up.
no more.
You're not a real clock. You're just one of them carriage clocks. You're powered by batteries. Yeah, you're not real.
Yeah. So you can't turn the
What do you
key
know about
anymore. The clock is wound, but the mechanism is still not running.
Push the pendulum. Shove it.
Okay, I'll just push the button. Push.
I mean, can I reach in and try to swing the pendulum in there?
Yes, roll a strength check for me.
16.
16. Yeah. Now the clock is wound, the pendulum, there is no effort in moving this thing. So you give it a little push and it swings back and forward, and you hear the ticking build up, and it reaches equilibrium, and the world around you dissolves. Disappears.
I'm melting!
I'm melting, my beautiful face, and all that sort of stuff. Scooby-Doo ending. Yep. everything disappears around you into white and mist and vapor, and it looks very Hollywood idea of heaven. Or I was trying to remember the British Hollywood, and it's got out of my head because that's what happens. But as the world dissolves back in around you, you find yourself in a familiar place. In fact, you find yourself back underground.
Right, let's do it again.
Your body's reformed. And you might recognize it because it is, in fact, the same map as before, but now realized in full 2D. So that's fun. And there we will leave it for the time being. I'm absolutely, I'm really happy you guys managed to solve that little puzzle, because I wasn't sure if it was going to be too tricky.
You give an infinite amount of monkeys typewriters, they'll do a line of Shakespeare. Holy crap!
They'll write the entire works of Shakespeare.
One line of Shakespeare.
Works?
Yes.
I'd be happy with one sentence.
Infinite time, infinite monkeys, infinite typewriters, and eventually they'll just hit the keys in such a way that you'll get the entire works of Shakespeare. Anyway, we should probably leave it there for the time being because people have work in the morning. So I'm going to say, if you like this, definitely leave a little like because it helps the video. Leave a subscribe because it helps the channel. And I tell you what, we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
500 more followers and we'll get level up.
Yeah.
Right, this time, lads, let's not go in there guns blazing, eh?
No, let's do it all over again.
Do it again, exactly
We
the same.
know the solution this time.
Is everything awesome?
Everything's a half pipe.
Is everything cool when you're part of a team?
Everything is awesome!
I'm not sorry.
Living a dream.
Hello and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons on Overdrive Theatre. My name is Neil and I will be your Dungeon Master for the scene. What?
The ceiling.
This evening,
Ceiling.
we're up on the ceiling. Ooh.
Dancing on the ceiling.
I am impossibly cold.